Hello friends, I am Shravana Lakshmi and welcome back to my channel Sparkling Future. Today we will discuss about few more RDD transformations. Before starting with today's topic, I request all of you to subscribe to my channel and also please like, share, comment and hit the bell icon for the latest video notifications. So in the previous videos, we have seen the definition of RDD, how to create them and solve some transformations and we have discussed about some transformations and actions. And we have also seen some frequently asked interview questions with respect to RDD transformations, and we have solved them using the Scala code. So today we will see some more such questions and how to solve them. So this is the sample file format that we are going to deal with. And today we will solve these three things, like find out the average number of sales, find out the average number of sales in particular states, and also average number of sales in each state. So let's look into some sample Scala code to see how to apply transformations to solve these questions in Spark. So friends, this is the object I have created and this is the main method, and I have created an RDD out of a CSV file. This is the CSV file that we are going to deal with. So comma delimited file. So after reading that file, I am taking the header because we have to omit this header, right, first line. So I'm saying that take the first and creating a RDD. In that RDD I'm removing the header, so I'm filtering out that header, which means I'm omitting the header. And then after clearing that, now this entire thing will be there in that RDD, but this will be stored as each line, right, each line. So I wanted to split them with comma, so for this I have created this line. So simply some name, random name I gave. So header RDD dot map x to x dot split of comma. X means each element in the RDD. So for each element in the RDD, split it with comma. Wherever comma is there, separate that. The meaning of this sentence. So today we will see from this file how to find the average sales. Find the average number of sales. So let me create one sum. Usually you know, right, average means in a mathematical terms we sum by total count, correct? This is the way we will find the average. So now let me create a sum RDD equal to sRDD dot. First we have to pick out this number of orders, which is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. This is ninth column, okay, because it starts with 0, it is 9. And then I'm saying map x to x of 9. So what I'm saying, then here when you do average, it will become to double, right? So now itself, instead of int, I'm taking 2 double, and then I'm saying that get the sum. That's it. It's as simple as that, getting the sum of entire row, okay, entire column I mean to say. So now we have the sum here. So now how to get the count? We create a count RDD equal to sRDD dot again map x to x of 9 dot 2 double dot count. So now we have it. Now we just have to do this division. So val average RDD equal to sum RDD by count RDD. And then when you do this, what is the type of this is double, which is like it's not an RDD format. So now we have to do using println. Okay. So let me run this code to see what is the average. Meanwhile, I have this Excel with me. So now I'm just not filtering it, and now it has all the codes, I mean all the data without any filtering. Now what is the average of this is 8 point. Here you can see the average, friends, at the bottom of the page. I have placed the cursor here. It is 8.13 something. So you can see here, right? The same value is coming here. In the console, the output of the program is printed. The same value as is this sheet. Okay. So this is how we will find out the average of average number of sales. So what is the second one? Find out the average number of sales in particular states. Let's say if you wanted to take some filter it. Let's take AL, AR and AZ because they are the ones the first, right? So I'm taking that. So now let's find out average number of sales in these three states. So for that, what you have to do is first you have to filter the data, right? So let's say filter RDD equal to SRDD. This is where we have the data. Remember, we have split the entire row into comma separated values, and it has some, I mean, different kind columns, and now we are using that. So in that we are saying that filter x equal to, what is the state code? 1 2 3 means 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So x of 7 equal to what? A L, or x of 7 equal to A R, or x of 7 equal to A Z. So this is the filter condition that we have. So now on top of this filter we have to apply the sales. So now in the same, here we have this, right? I am just copy pasting. Okay, one by one I will just copy paste. I say some RDD of 1. Instead of that SRDD, I take this filter RDD because it has the filtered based on these three state codes. Okay. Similarly, I'll take this some count RDD. So I'll copy this here. What I'm saying, that is the sum RDD from the filtered RDD. I'm again taking that 9th value, getting the sum. Similarly for count RDD, I'm taking this sum RDD 1. Sorry, filtered RDD. Okay, filtered RDD. Then similarly I'm getting the count. So average equal to sum by count, right? So let me get it here. 1. So now it has the filtered data, filtered RDD based on the filtered RDD. Here we have done based on the entire RDD. Here we have filtered for the state codes and applying the transformations on this filtered RDD. So now let's print this average RDD 1 and see what is the output. Before that, let's select only these three and get the average. If you see here, 5.5219. So 5.5219 is the average it has printed in the console. Okay. Similarly, now let's see. Now we have seen the average number of sales for entire data set, average number of sales for the particular states. Now let's see how to print it for each like for each state. Like for, if you select only the AL, it should show the average as 9.6. So for like that, for each state, print the average number of sales. So now let's see how to do that. So now again I am creating one sum RDD 2, okay, because already 1 is already used. So what I am saying, that is, now because we have to get all the state codes, so I am using the SRDD. SRDD is this one where we have the entire RDD and split by comma. So SRDD dot, we are saying that we have to create a pair RDD, because we when we have a key and value pair, right, what is that, state code as the key and average sales as the column, in the sense value, key value. So for getting that, first we need to create a pair RDD, right? So for that, what we have to do is map x to state code is in x of 7, comma this is in x of 9, and we have to, because we will be dealing with the average, we have to convert that second value, which is this one, to 2 double. Okay, now we have the pair RDD. You can place this one and show you the, see, if you see the sum RDD dot 2, it's RDD of string comma double. It has become a pair RDD now. So on this pair RDD, now we can average RDD equal to sum RDD 2 dot. So now what we have to do is, for each state we have to get, which means we have to group by based on the states, and then get the average in that particular grouping. After grouping, we have to get the average, and then we have to display. So here we can use any these aggregate by key, combine by key, reduce by key, group by key, any of these operators for getting the desired result. Now today let's check about group by key, how it works. So I am saying that group by key, and in the group by key, because one group by key, what will do, it will group by the group based on the keys. Now we have to map the values, because after grouping we have to do further transformations, we have to apply further transformations on the values, right? So we have to do map values. In the map values, what we have to do is we have to iterate through. So I am creating one iterator. We can just give x also, okay? It's the same. I am just giving the name for your understanding. Here instead of iterator, if you give x also, it works. Okay, some value we have to give, some variable name we have to give for that function. So I am saying that for each iteration inside the, after grouping the key by key, for the values, iteration will happen. Then in each iteration, means each group will have in that iteration. So in that iteration, iterator dot sum by iterator dot count. Okay, so we are saying that get the sum and count. Okay, we will see what is the other function available here. Size is there. Yeah, we need just the total, because this is iterator, count is not working, we can use size, because at the end of the day we need total number of iterations only, right? So for that reason, so now what we have done is we have grouped, and for that grouped values we are applying the iterations, and in that we need the average. Because of that we are using sum by size, which is sum by count. So instead of this group by, you can use any of the key group by key operations, you can use and you can apply that. Okay, and I have closed that. Now let's print this average RDD, because it's RDD, right? RDD of string comma double we have to use for each of println. Other print statements I have commented. So now let's print this. So before that we will check, okay, let's check with AL. AL should have 9.6. So let's see what is the output of this. Yeah, AL 9.6, and MT it has printed as 10.0. MT, where is MT? It has 10. If you see, because we have taken the double, it is printing in decimal number. Okay, so now let's take NV 7.6, NV, and what is the average is 7.689. You can see, right? It's matching with the Excel that we have. And now let's say we want it in a sorted order. So just put sort by key. Okay, let's check out what is the available function here. Okay, we will put it as ascending. We have to pass true or false there because that's a boolean. That's why it showed the error there. So by default it gives the ascending. If you wanted to want descending, you can pass the false there. See, if you see, it has sorted the list. So let IA 4.4. You can see that average is 4.4 at the end. So friends, this is the way we will do. And if you don't want in double, and if you wanted to have a rounded value, you can just give round. Yeah, function is available here. So now if you print, you don't see the decimal places. It will print the rounded values. You can see here now all the values are rounded and it is printing like this here. Okay, so friends, we have answered all these three questions, and hope this is you understand the topics clearly. Hope this is useful to you. Thank you very much for watching the video, friends. Please subscribe to my channel for more interesting learnings. Thank you.